What's going on, guys? T-Mart here, and today I want to bring you all a quick little preview of the final Extinction episode called Exodus, as well as give you guys a tutorial on how to build the special weapon on this map. It's called the NX-1 Disruptor, and I absolutely couldn't imagine trying to beat this map without it. It's that good, so check it out. Now, first of all, Exodus. It's the final episode of Extinction, at least for Call of Duty Ghosts, and it's a lot of fun. Like, I'm not a huge Extinction player. I do appreciate it. I do play it, but I really like this map. Why? Well, first of all, because there's no drill, which is essentially like a fifth player. Like, you always had to carry that drill around and set it down and protect it and things like that. You don't have to do that this time. Instead, what you do is you open various doors and then you start different generators in different areas. And once you start those generators, then you have to defend them for a certain amount of time as they start up, kind of like the drill was, but then you don't have to carry them around. So you're constantly, able to shoot enemies, move around quickly, that sort of thing. There's not one person lagging behind, which is nice. Now, the second reason why I really like this episode of Extinction is it's not linear at all. Like all the previous episodes, if you kind of noticed, it's kind of like you're following a path, like you're on the yellow brick road, and you can, kind of get off that path a little bit, but for the most part, you're on one straight path through the episode, progressing the story. In this one, you literally start off in an original room. It's got 3 doors. You pick one of those 3 doors to go through, you go through that door, and then there's more doors on the side of that, and more gates you can go through and things like that. So you really kind of pick your own adventure. You decide where you go, what you do first, that kind of thing, and it's a lot of fun. It kind of reminds me of some of the, later zombie maps from Black Ops 2. You have a little bit more choice, which is nice. Now, and then also there's all kinds of new stuff. Obviously there's new, pickups and, new enemies. There's the Ancestor here, which you can see right here. He'll, like, pick you up with his mind and, like, choke you out and stuff like that. Like, it's absolutely insane. It's a lot of fun, and I highly recommend you guys check it out. Now, if you are going to check it out, let's do the tutorial for how to get this special weapon, the NX-1 Disruptor. So what you do is when you first spawn in, if you want to get this thing right off the bat, which is what I suggest, you go through the doorway that's right in front of you, not one of the 2 doorways on the side. Go through the main one, and then you run into the, like, parking garage area, and you wait for this gate to open. There's, like, a countdown timer. You fight off enemies for a while. Once that thing opens up, you grab the schematics off of this little tool bench here, and there are 3 parts hidden around the garage that you have to search through the little box, and you got to pick them up. So there's the Cortex housing, the Cortex substrate, and then the liquid battery. Once you have all 3 of those things, you press start, and then you press X to craft it, and boom, you have got yourself an NX-1 Disruptor. So what does this thing do? Why is it so good? Well, first of all, it's got 10 shots in its clip, or its magazine. I'm going to put that in air quotes there, because it's not really a clip or a magazine. Basically, you have 10 shots, and then as you shoot, you obviously lose those shots, but over time, they regenerate back. It's kind of like a spacey, plasma type weapon type thing, so they'll regenerate back over time. So essentially, you have unlimited ammo. You're never going to run out of ammo with this thing, which is awesome. That's obviously very important in Extinction, especially in this episode, because it seems like this has way more enemies than we've ever seen before, so that's pretty good. Now, second of all, it's really powerful. Like, most of the enemies are going to go down in 1 shot from this thing, or 2 shots at the max, except for, like, rhinos and stuff like that. So it's really good, but with that, it actually has a lot of travel time. Like, when you shoot it, you'll see, like, there are these little orbs that kind of travel along pretty slowly, so you really have to lead enemies, especially if they're farther away. So it's kind of hard to hit enemies at times, but if you do, it's very destructive. And then finally, the last thing it has is, like, the big blast shot. I don't know what to call it, but basically, if you have all 10 of your rounds saved up and you haven't shot any yet, then you can hold down your trigger, and it's going to charge up, kind of like the big plasma rifle from Halo 3. And once it gets all the way charged up, you let it go, and it's this giant plasma ball that goes and just destroys everything. And it's really awesome, man. And it's like a third weapon you always have with you that never runs out of ammo. So, like, if you're using your primary, you run out, switch to your pistol. You're using your pistol, you run out, and you've still got this thing as a backup that's always going to have ammo ready for you to go, which is obviously very important. So, yeah, there you guys have it. I didn't want to show you guys the full thing. I'm not even allowed to show you guys the full, walkthrough of this episode. You guys are supposed to find out for yourselves. This is just kind of like a quick little preview just before the map pack comes out in a couple of hours, if you guys are interested in the Extinction game mode. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. If you guys haven't seen my other videos about this new map pack, make sure you guys check those out. We've been doing videos all week long about it, and I'll catch you all later. Check out my YouTube videos. See you yet. Peace out, guys.